This is the beach in the Olympic Marina in Barcelona, Spain, and just behind me is the Grand Casino Barcelona, home to the PartyPoker.com World Heads Up Poker Championship 2005. I'm Mike Carlson. This is day 3 of the championship. 128 of the world's best players paid their own way into this tournament, chasing a €100,000 first prize. And in the first 2 days, 64 of them have been eliminated. You win, you go through. You lose, you go home. And among those winners have been the defending champion, Barcelona's own Angel Blanco. He's through. A number of players from Britain are through, including the Devilfish, Dave Elliott, and both the Boatman brothers, Ross and Barney. Internet players from Scandinavia have made a big impact on this tournament. So too has the man they call exclusive on the internet from the Netherlands, Noah Boken. Dave Kalkloff, El Blondie, took only 3 hands to win his match. Other matches have gone as long as 6 hours. This is head-to-head poker, a war of attrition. It takes skill and it takes endurance. We'll bring you highlights from all the games going on at the casino floor, but the pick of each day's matches will be in our television studio under the lights. Yesterday on TV, Bruno Fitoussi, the 2001 champion from France, advanced into round 2. So did his protege, Isabelle No Merci Mercier from Montreal, Canada. If you're new to poker, the lowest hand is a high card, a king in this case. 1 pair beats a high card, 2 pair beat 1 pair. 3 of a kind, also known as a set or trips, trip 8s in this case, beat 2 pair. 5 cards in numerical sequence, regardless of suit, is a straight. 5 cards of the same suit is a flush, which beats a straight. A full house is 3 of a kind plus a pair. 4 of a kind, 4 aces here, beats a full house. 5 cards in numerical order in the same suit is a straight flush. Make that an ace-high straight flush, and it's a royal flush, the highest hand in poker. The game is No Limit Texas Hold'em. Each player is dealt 2 cards face down, called their hole cards. There follows a round of betting, and then 3 community cards are dealt face up in the middle. That's called the flop. The flop is followed by a second round of betting. Then a 4th community card called the turn is also dealt face up. The turn is followed by a 3rd round of betting. Then the final community card, the river. Each player uses his hole cards and the community cards to make his best 5-card poker hand. And remember, it's no limit, which means a player can go all in, betting all his chips at any time. And the first match here, the TV star from Britain, Ross Boatman from the television show London's Burning, against the Swedish internet player, Martin Cederkrantz. And this should be a good matchup. I asked Martin beforehand what he knew about Ross Boatman, and he said, the only thing I know about him is I'm going to beat him.
Yes, that's big words, but let's see him live up to it, because Ross he's quite a formidable player, Ross, so we'll let the cards decide whether he's going to beat him or not, I think, in this case.
Ross and his brother Barney both won in the first round, both advanced to round 2 here at the PartyPoker.com World Heads Up Poker Championship. So again, a call from Ross with the King 6. And a raise with the 2-6 of diamonds from Martin.
Showing a bit of confidence, isn't he, Martin? I mean, look at this. He's way out of position with his hand, but he thinks, well, Ross has just called me. So, no, he doesn't. He's been throwing a few hands away, Ross has, in the, in the early doors here.
And these are the chips. We added reds at 1,000 to the blues, which are 100, and the pinks, which are 25. The blinds are at 100 and 200, and it's still early in this match between Sweden's Martin Cederkrantz and England's Ross Boatman. these are very much the feeling each other out stages of the game.
We discussed this right at the beginning, and that's exactly, with these extra chips, because they brought through yesterday's chips, what they run in the first round, they brought those through to this round, so they're now sitting with 10,000 in chips.
So an ace on the button. Suited
Ace of hearts,
deuce and 10.
Ace of hearts, 3 of diamonds on the button for Martin. 10 deuce of spades for Ross. And here's the flop. 6, 7, 7, 2 hearts.
They check back and forth. Here comes the turn.
So 3, that gives Martin a pair. And, gives Ross the option to bet it, and off he goes. Martin calls him straight away, says, I'm having none of this. I'll have a look, thank you.
And the queen's not going to change anything.
Martin will probably just check this down to have a look what Ross is actually betting into him, and then show him the winning hand. And that's exactly how it goes.
And Martin's 7s and 3s are going to take that.
Yeah, Martin there thought, well, Ross is bet into me. I'm definitely going to call him, and then he called him, and then obviously Ross checked on the river, and Martin checked on the river. Martin just wanted to see what was going down. So, not bad play from either player there.
And let's take a look at the prize money at stake here. Each player put up 2,000 euros of his own to enter. They make a profit if they get to the 4th round, but after that the prize money escalates dramatically in each round, and 100,000 euro is the prize the champion will take home along with the trophy.
He's starting to drift out of the match, isn't he? And Martin's starting to take a little bit of control of the match by that last pot that Ross decided to pick up.
Buttons in front of Martin Cederkrantz from Sweden. 7-8.
8 of spades, 7 of hearts for Martin. Let's see how he plays this hand. See if he just flat calls, if he puts a little raise in. There's the difference. That shows the difference in play.
7 queen for Ross Boatman.
Out on the big blind.
And now you can almost see him thinking, now it's time maybe I called you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what develops here. Potentially, there could be some action. Four Jack 10.
Now, I read that as an inside straight draw for Martin.
Can we name the card that he'll need? Yeah, I think we can. It's a 9 would make him a straight there, wouldn't it?
And
there it is.
Sure enough.
But we can see the redraw now clearly in Ross's hand. And Rossi's betting...
so he's got a draw now.
He's got a draw. Martin's just made the hand. So he's letting him have another go at it. Martin perhaps doesn't realise that there is some danger here. It's probably a 20% danger, but it could happen.
Instead, it's a 10, which puts a pair of 10s on the board.
But this may induce another bet from Ross. And obviously, as the graphics are showing, Ross can't win this pot, so he's taking a bet at it. But he's going to get swiftly called, I think, even though it has paired the 10. And that's probably the minimal sort of response he's going to get. Raise is also optional. And there he goes.
A big raise from Martin.
Ross's cards are straight in the muck. Didn't even keep him on burn. And what I would have done there, just to see the strength of the young man's hand, was just keep him sitting a second. You always intend to throw the hand away, obviously.
Here's a statistical look at how the two compare.
Yeah, as we're looking down the statistics, it's fold 11% for Martin, more folds for Ross, as you can see there.